But yeah, hey, thanks for joining me again. All right, let's walk through some more Just Cause 2. And we are here at this location where you can get some free frags and free C4. Kampung Nelayan. And this video is all about, a lot of people are asking, where do you get weapon parts? Where do you get weapon parts? I'm going to show you how to get an easy 12 weapon parts, just like that. You can do this run in, I don't know, less than 15 minutes. Seriously. First of all, for those of you who came to the video and are in a big hurry, I'm going to show you exactly where these places are. One is a military installation right there, and another one is a civilian village right there. Okay, there and there. 6 weapon parts there, 6 weapon parts there. Now, if you want to know exactly where these weapon parts are and you want to know a quick way to get there, follow me. What we're going to do is we're going to do an extraction to this airport here, and we'll go ammo up at the Reaper's headquarters, come back to the airport and steal a jet, and then we'll fly to the first location. That's the plan. Let's do it. Extraction. Calling up the slow demon. Skip that because we've heard it before. Extraction. Those of you who are on the PC version, if you're wondering how you can scroll the map, this is something I just recently discovered while you're in extraction mode. Use the arrow keys on your keyboard. Okay, because you can't use the mouse to scroll the map. This is I always found this annoying, but you can use the arrow keys. All right. So, airport. Skippy. Pull the chute so we can do a precision drop. Turn around towards the bridge. Dive bomb towards the bridge. We're going to go to quickly drop into the Reaper's headquarters because I'm a little low on ammo. So we're heading kind of in a southeasterly direction. Just find the bridge and dive bomb towards that. Or dive chute. Here we go, there's the Reaper's headquarters. Get some SMG ammo. Let's stock up on some shotgun ammo as well. You're using the shotgun? Slack, yeah, I'm using the shotgun. The shotgun rocks. Totally rocks in this game. Normally I'm a sniper, but you know what? Let's do an extraction back to the airport. I won't be lazy. Okay, extract back to this location here. Kem Sungai Sejak. We did that in the previous video. Actually, I believe that's part 7 where we did that. Okay, we're dropping in. Pull the chute. Going to land on the northwest side. There's the runway, and land on the northwest side of the runway. Up on the hills here. That's perfect, and then let's grapple over to on top of this guard tower here. Hunker down. And wait for the SI-47 Leopard to spawn in that hangar. I think it's an SI-47 Leopard, pretty sure. It's a jet. We're going to hijack that jet and use it. It only takes a minute or two to spawn. I'll just skip ahead to when it actually spawns. And there it is. It'll only take a minute or two to spawn, so just wait here patiently. It never takes more than a couple minutes. Okay, so we're going to wait till the jet pulls around and it's pointing straight down the runway, just for our personal convenience. As soon as it is in position, we grapple onto it. Press the interact button to commandeer / hijack it, and away you go. You got yourself a jet. And this I covered in the previous video. There we go. Pointing straight down the runway. Press the interact button. Step on the gas. Pull up. And we got ourselves a jet.
Whee!
I love flying in this game. This is way better than Grand Theft Auto. Humble apologies to Grand Theft Auto fans. Okay, I'm going to show you how to find the first location that we're going to go to. Real easy. Zoom out the map completely. Look for the Pelaut Archipelago label, okay? Looking for this crest right below the Pelaut Archipelago label. Thank you very much, Mr. Mumblemouth. Okay, and put a waypoint there. Once you put a waypoint on that crest, zoom in the map again. Alright? Look for your waypoint, and you can see a cluster of 5 undiscovered locations right around here, okay? It's this one, the furthest east, alright? That one right there. That's where we want to go. So put a waypoint there, and that's where we're off to. So take you a couple minutes to fly on over there. So I'll just skip ahead.
This is Major Slack, your captain speaking. We are now approaching our destination, Pekan, Hutan, Buluh. All passengers are required to don their parachutes and be prepared to be jettisoned from the aircraft at 30,000 feet. Thank you for flying our Slack. Whee!
Okay, so there is our destination, Pekan, Hutan, Buluh, and I previously called it a military base. That's incorrect. It's actually a civilian village. And the 6 weapon parts, conveniently enough, are all on top of those oils. I'm going to call them cisterns. These oil tanks here, okay? You see them right there. Whoops. So just to make sure everybody's on the same page here with regards to finding their way around, let's start with this one over here, which is the south east. Okay, the southeast one. All right, so that's where we're starting. Grab that, and let's just quickly grab all of them. 6 weapon parts, real easy. 2, 3. Let's get rid of that waypoint. We don't need it anymore. 4. 5. And 6. Now, was that the easiest 6 weapon parts you collected in the game or what? Yeah, stick it with the slack and you won't get whacked. Now, as you pass by getting the final weapon part, you may have noticed that the parts radar lit up again. It's for this cash box down here. Let's go grab that. Alright, let's go back up so everybody's on the same page again. Get up there, Regal. Yeah, up here. Grapple sail across to this one here. Alright, looking north and down, and you can see a part right there. Let's go get it. It's an armor part. Boy, yeah. Now we're looking towards, just looking at the mini-map here, the east. Find these 2 tall towers here, okay? There's a part on top of each tower. These are a bit of a bitch to get up. Because they're so tall. So I find the south side is the easiest for this one. Let's see if we can just grapple onto that corner there. What we could do is go up here and make it easier. Just put ourselves closer. Okay, and grapple onto this corner right. Yeah, that's about right. Right there. There we go, up we go. See if you can grapple onto this thing here. Very good. And I strongly recommend grappling over there, because sometimes it's a clipping problem here, and you go right through the floor. Okay, so we got this vehicle part here. Another one on top of the other very tall structure just to the north. Same deal. We're already up here, so it's a lot easier. You can see it showing up on the parts radar now. Grab that, and that is it. Once you're at 50%, you got all the parts in this location. Let's start blowing shit up, starting with those fuel depots down there. And let's do some fancy smanchy C4 explosions. Throw a triggered explosive there. Triggered explosive here. Since we got lots of triggered explosives. One over there. And let's grapple back to the other side of town. Okay, and we're looking for this kind of like fenced-in enclosure there, right? Get on top of this roof here and hook up your SMG, and you should find 1, 2, 3, 4 transformers and 2 generators, okay? All here. Plus a final fuel depot there. Let's do them all in. Those are done. That's done. Let's blow the C4. And this place is 100%, so let's get the fuck out of Dodge.
I have been informed that you are on the lookout for the White Tiger. It has come to my attention that until recent...
Now what's going on here is we have just leveled up to 75,000 chaos. We just went over the 75,000 chaos limit. All right, we're now at 78,000 chaos, and we have unlocked the next story mission, or agency mission as it's called in this game. Okay, so it's way down here. We're going to leave that alone for now and continue on to another location just to the south where we can pick up another easy 6 weapon parts. All right, so just look pretty much due south and right to this little island here that's sandwiched between these 3 islands. Okay, that's your location. That guy right there. We can grapple sail there, no problem.
Gambler in lowlife by the name of Ken Pang has been in his employ. If you want to find Ken Pang, I suggest you speak to the informant at Lengkuk Sungai. He will tell you where to look for a price.
Okay, so just grapple sailing over there. Okay, looking for this bridge here, this double covered bridge. This is where we're going to start. I'll try to make everything real easy because I know exactly where everything is, but just watch me do it. You might not get an idea of what's going on. So we're starting here, looking towards the east. All right, generally east, kind of southeast. Going down this street here, looking for the second building on the right down the street. Always go to rooftops because it's easier to find stuff like that. All right, so now we got the parts radar showing a weapon part below. Let's grab that. Another vehicle part right here. Let's go back to the road. This is the third building from the bridge, all right? And there's this kind of like this little restaurant here. Go to the restaurant and your parts radar will indicate a weapon part there. Hang on, I just want to turn down the sound here because it's distracting me. Okay, now, once you've got that, return to the third building that you're at before. Okay, so you're back at the building that you were before. Look to... I'm looking at the mini-map now. To the west. Find the green-yellow umbrella. Go over there. And got another weapon part here. Go on top of the roof so you can get your bearings. Look for the, once again, looking towards the northwest, find the building with the 2 red barrels there. Grapple over there and your parts radar will tell you where that part is. Right there. Vehicle part there. Look across the water to the docks and you can see right now 3 parts there. 1, 2, and 3. Let's go get them. And these are kind of finicky to get. Another weapon part here. Another weapon part there. Let's get up on the roof of this. Alright, now looking to the north. Look for the 3 barrels there. Grapple to the roof just beyond that, and your parts radar will indicate an armor part here. Get back on the roof so it's easier to see everything. And look for the hut with the red roof there, okay? Just to give you an idea where we are. There's a water tower there, right, and the bridge and everything. Look for that red roof there. Get onto there and your parts radar will show a cash stash right here. There we go. So you should now be at 84%. If you're at 84%, you got all the parts in this village, and we collected another 6 weapon parts. Alright, so we started out this run at 39, now we have 51 weapon parts. That's how to collect 12 weapon parts in 20 minutes. Real easy. So let's do in the town to get our 100% bonus. We'll get a bonus for 100%ing this place. And the bonus is 500 chaos and 2,500 bucks. Same deal. Let's slap a triggered explosive onto this water tower. Alright. There's only 2 things to destroy in town: the water tower and this transformer. Let's whip a triggered explosive on top of that transformer. Grapple west out of town. Load the explosives, 100% to town, and we are out of here. Just grapple along the beach here. Yeah, it was, eh? Hunker down here. Wait for the heat to go away. And we're done. That's it for this video. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. Coming up next, we're going to go into a military base and totally KO it. We're going to beat the hell out of it with a tank. Or, well, it's not really a tank. It's a Razorback. It's a kind of an armored car with an autocannon, and it is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. I'm telling you, this is one of the most fun things I find in this game. Anyways, that's coming up next video. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, and see you then.